Y'all won't believe the shocking downfall of Dalton's self-proclaimed super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Let me spill all the tea about how this powerful figure went from running the town to literally getting kicked out of her own home.
Well, Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard has a new crisis on her hands. She's being booted out of her home.
Hull says she leased this home to Henyard and her boyfriend in 2021. She says the last payment came in August. She filed eviction papers last month. She says she's now owed $5,000 in back rent plus late fees.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will.
Oh my goodness, you heard that right. Our supposedly untouchable mayor caught on camera facing eviction. How does someone go from being the high and mighty leader of Dalton to losing everything? This leaked footage shows just how far the mighty have fallen. And trust me, it's absolutely scandalous.
Let the people come in. Let them come in. Let the people come in.
But hold on to your seats, because it gets even juicier. Not only is she getting evicted, but she's also lost her position as Thornton Township supervisor. Was it her wild spending sprees, that FBI investigation breathing down her neck, or both that finally brought this power player down? The drama is simply too much.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay.
From explosive courtroom drama to public meltdowns that'll make your jaw drop. Is this really the end of Henyard's reign, or is there even more scandal waiting to be exposed? Let's dive into this messy situation. Picture this. September 18th, court documents drop a bombshell. Our dear Mayor Henyard and her boyfriend Cal Woods, yes, there's a boyfriend in this story, are behind on their rent by a whopping $3,350. Their landlord, Genetta Hull, is absolutely fed up. And honey, she's not holding back. Now get this tea. Hull actually considered Henyard a friend. Can you believe it? She even supported her campaigns. But oh, how the tables have turned. Let me tell you about this wild night in 2021 when everything changed. Hull was about to rent her gorgeous 3-bedroom, 2-bath home to another family when, drama alert, she gets this late-night call from Henyard. The audacity of this conversation will shock you. Henyard basically demanded the house, saying, "No, they can't move in because I want it." The nerve. Despite Henyard making nearly $300,000 from her fancy positions and Woods having his cushy township job, they've completely stopped paying rent.
For a household that makes, over $350,000 a year, I'm asking for...
But wait, there's more. This summer, things got even spicier when Hull had to raise the rent by $200 to $2,400 monthly because of those pesky rising property taxes. And that's when everything exploded. Not only did they refuse to pay the extra amount, but they stopped paying altogether. August, September, October, nothing. And here's the real kicker. They changed the locks and garage door code. Poor Hull couldn't even get into her own property. If I pushed and go over there with a locksmith and try to change them back, I think she's probably going to have me arrested, Hull revealed, clearly frustrated. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Hull filed an eviction lawsuit in late September, but here's where it gets crazy. The Cook County sheriffs can't even serve the papers. They've tried at the house, at Village Hall, everywhere. Now they've had to hire a process server just to track them down. Hull's heartbreaking confession will touch your soul. "I haven't worked in several months, and I am fearful that I may lose the house." Even though Henyard blocked her months ago, how childish. Hull has a message for our troubled mayor. At some point, you have to understand that karma is going to catch up to you. Just pay your rent. And the saga continues. Even if Henyard and her boyfriend somehow manage to scrounge up the money, Hull is absolutely done with them. She wants them out of her month-to-month rental property. And get this, Henyard allegedly blocked home inspections. With a court date looming on October 22nd, everyone's wondering how our super mayor ended up in such a mess.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay.
Talk about terrible timing. As if the eviction drama wasn't enough, Henyard is already under the microscope for allegedly misusing village funds. And who's leading this investigation? None other than former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot. Did you know Dalton's general fund is drowning in a $3.65 million deficit? The tea is scalding hot.
Good evening. The village of Dalton is more than $3.5 million in the hole. That's the finding of an investigation into how city officials have been spending village.
But honey, if you thought the eviction drama was juicy, wait until you hear about the absolute chaos that went down at the Thornton Township caucus meeting. This wasn't just any boring old meeting. This was the showdown of the century that would determine her fate as township supervisor, a position she'd been clinging to since 2022. Picture this scene. The gymnasium packed to the brim with locals, political figures, and media vultures, all waiting to witness what would unfold. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. And then, enter Henyard in a hot pink pantsuit that screamed, "I'm not going down without a fight." But darling, that confidence didn't last long. She completely lost it when she claimed her loyal supporters were being locked out. Can you believe she had the nerve to point fingers at Senator Napoleon Harris, accusing him of some elaborate scheme to sabotage her? But honey, Harris's team shut that down real quick. The gym was simply at capacity because people showed up early. The drama.
Let the people come in. Let them come in. Let the people come in to vote.
Oh, it was painful to watch her grasping at straws, trying desperately to spin the situation her way when reality was staring her right in the face. Inside that gym, emotions were running higher than her unpaid rent. The residents, bless their hearts, were absolutely done with her controversial leadership and weren't afraid to show it. The meeting was pure chaos, shouting, heated arguments, and a crowd that was letting their feelings be known. And Henyard's attempts to regain control, they only added fuel to this already blazing fire. When the unanimous vote came in to strip her of her township supervisor role, the shockwaves through that room were electric. But did she take it gracefully? Oh honey, absolutely not. She doubled down harder than a poker player with a royal flush, screaming about how everything was rigged and threatening legal action left and right. The drama was simply delicious.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay.
And then came the moment that had everyone living for the drama. As she was asked to leave, the crowd erupted in cheers and jeers. Someone actually started playing "Nah Nah Hey Hey Kiss Him Goodbye" over the speakers. Can you even? The entire crowd joining in for this symbolic farewell was just perfect. The loss hit Henyard hard, darling. Her slate of candidates went down in flames, and she's already crying foul about the whole process being unfair. But let's be real, this wasn't just about losing a position. This was the community saying, we've had enough of her questionable financial decisions, those dramatic public outbursts, and her total lack of accountability. Let me tell you, that unanimous vote sent a crystal clear message. Thornton Township was ready to move on. But here's the tea. Losing this position didn't automatically strip her of everything. She's still hanging onto her mayor title in Dalton. But after this mess, everyone's wondering how she can possibly lead effectively.
They can't beat me. If they could beat me, they would have went to the polls.
What do you do tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination?
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight.
Now, let's talk about Miss Henyard's behavior because, child, it is a whole soap opera. From those heated shouting matches to filing lawsuits left and right, her reactions have been nothing short of pure drama. Can you believe right before the caucus meeting she was strutting around declaring she couldn't be beaten? Then bam, the moment she's ousted, she's threatening to sue everyone in sight, calling the whole thing illegal. And don't even get me started on her past performances. Remember that October board meeting where she showed up fashionably late only to get booed by outraged residents? Or when she tried to veto decisions made while she was MIA? These public meltdowns have earned her quite the reputation. America's worst mayor. The shade of it all. But honey, it's not just about the eviction drama or losing her position. Let's talk about those financial decisions that have Dalton in absolute chaos. The Illinois State Controller literally cut off funding after she failed to provide financial reports. And get this, she spent a whopping $85,000 on a party while the town was drowning in debt. The audacity. Village trustees are now scrambling to address a $2.8 million deficit. But will it be enough to clean up Hurricane Henyard's expensive mess? Social media is having an absolute field day with this. On Twitter, they're dragging her through the mud, sharing clips of her meltdowns and questionable choices. One user spilled the hottest tea. Chaos erupted in suburban Chicago when Tiffany Henyard, the most corrupt mayor in America who got busted for stealing tax funds to go on lavish vacations, got voted out of one of her positions. She threw a fit while residents roared in cheers. She's now claiming the election was stolen from her. Even her ride-or-die supporters are struggling to defend her at this point. Keith Price tried calling the caucus meeting fraudulent and threw around accusations of voter suppression. But with all this evidence piling up, it's like trying to empty the ocean with a teaspoon. So what's next for our drama queen mayor? With multiple lawsuits, investigations, and the public absolutely done with her shenanigans, her political future is looking about as stable as a house of cards in a hurricane. Residents like Deborah Jordan are breathing sighs of relief at her removal, calling it a much-needed change. But don't count Henyard out just yet. She's insisting she won't go down without a fight. Will the FBI's investigation lead to criminal charges? How will this eviction drama impact what's left of her credibility? One thing's for certain, darlings. Tiffany Henyard's time in the spotlight is far from over, and we're all here for the next episode of this political reality show. Anyway, that's all the tea I have for you today, folks. Bye.